Hi everybody, this is Carmen with Main Street Yoga. I'm coming at you live from my office. On Monday mornings, I tend to do a lot of things in my pajamas because what other reason is there? Like it's just a perk of the job. I get to be in my house, in my office, so we're just gonna roll with that. And I thought about getting all gussied up for you, but I really didn't think you cared that much, so here we are. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I've been working on in the last year. I started a New Year's resolution last year, and I don't do that very often. And I considered what I really had been struggling with the year before, and even years previous to that, because this past year was my 5th full year running the studio. And I've learned a lot, and I've learned, I don't know if harsher is the word I want to be, but I don't say yes to a lot of stuff because I'm kind of figuring out how to be more efficient with my time is probably like the most concise way to say it. So my New Year's resolution at the beginning of the year was, I'm going to go with my gut. Anytime in the past that I've not gone with my gut, I've usually regretted it. So I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm really going to let that determine what the right answer is in regards to certain things. I get a lot of pressure from marketing professionals, from organizations, from different sorts of entities about what I should be doing with my business and how my business should be. And I get, there's feedback, but this is more like I get, marketing companies approaching me, and as I don't, they send me like a spam email, and as I don't respond to their spam gets increasingly hostile. And which, I just think is really bad marketing on their part, but what do you do? And so I just delete it. But then there's other organizations or companies that have more of an allure. And, you as a business owner, as somebody looking at that, and I'm sure you can relate to this because you have to make decisions like this all the time, whether you own a business or whether you're making that personal decision for yourself or your household. We get a lot of pressure to do these things because they're going to make our lives better. They're going to make our lives easier. They're going to propel us in some way. And most of it's crap. It is. And this year, one of the things that I did was I got rid of our branded app. And you might, if you used it, you probably noticed it, and maybe you're not exactly excited that I did that. But what it came down to is it went from $50 a month to a bigger company absorbing a little company, making 0 changes to the app, and jumping the price up to $200 a month. And little businesses, we gotta go back to what we can do and what we can afford to do. And $200 a month for an app just isn't worth it. And especially when they already offer one that everybody can use for free. So, that was a bit of an ego check for me. And it didn't feel good to think about getting rid of it, although it did feel really good to cut the cord on that. And there were a couple other things that I did, organizations that I'm no longer a part of, because I couldn't get any value out of it. And the other thing is that when you ask questions and they give you a lot of resistance, it's usually a sign to walk away, when they don't want to answer your questions. So going with my gut this year has been a really interesting experiment in what listening to my truth is. And that inner voice that we keep talking about in the classes, the person that really lives inside, the person that's always been talking to you ever since you were a wee one. We have built intuition. We have created this and cultivated this person inside to better prepare ourselves to be out in the world and to make decisions. And sometimes we're wrong. But if we do listen to that inner truth, I'm amazed on how it's changed the inner workings, the behind the scenes stuff. You probably don't see it, but I see it every day, to make everything run more efficiently. And I'll tell you what, dang it, if I'm not going to hang on to that, because now that I've worked with that for the last year and listened to that for the last year, it's a lot more easier to access. And it'll be curious to see what next year brings, because this listening to my gut has been, telling me about other things, more personal things that I need to be doing. And I'm excited. It was motivating. And I hope that, there's some nuance to this that can be helpful. If you're not sure what this inner voice is trying to bring, maybe consider going to Jenny's Sankalpa event, because that's really what she's talking about. She's talking not about setting this New Year's resolution in a way of, an action item. It's more about listening. So think about that. And thank you for joining me for coffee. And I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. Please check below for our holiday hours, because we are closed quite a bit, to give everybody a break and so they can be in their jammies a little bit more. Bye.